Good morning, good evening, and welcome back to War Thunder. Today we're going to be driving and reviewing the German Rank 4 heavy tank, the Tiger 2H. With that out of the way, let's take the Tiger 2H into battle. Also, before we start the gameplay, join the Discord link in the description. This is where you will get notified of any new uploads to my channel, or you can also just chat away with me and the rest of my community. So, for our first match, I have spawned in on the westerly side and I'm going to try to get to objective Bravo. From this position I will be able to shoot any enemies trying to cross over to Alpha and also be able to contest capture point Charlie as well. So it's a pretty good position. We start off by killing a charioteer who also had the same idea. After having switched positions I tried to third person shoot a SU-100Y, but unfortunately it goes high. I know that he will struggle to kill me, so I will just advance, and after I reload I shoot him once again, and this time he actually goes down. I do hear multiple enemies right in front of me. I feel that I can push them since our team has taken control of objective Charlie, so there's no risk for me in getting shot from the right, and objective Alpha doesn't seem to be contested by anyone right now, so I only have to worry about the enemies in the front. I spot a Foch 50B. I try to go for the cupola shot, but unfortunately we don't manage to penetrate. That is a dangerous tank since I won't be able to kill him. But we do find the tank that was right in front of us, with that being a South African artillery piece. So after having repaired, I pull forward and shoot this T-44 in the lower front plate, which kills him immediately. I do hear the G6 again in front of me, but I don't think he's a threat right now as there are multiple enemies right in front of us. We do kill another T-44 as he was driving rightly side on. Thanks to APG, even though we placed a poor shot, we do kill him. We have also laid eyes on this G6. I'm gonna try to hit his driver so he doesn't move anywhere once I decide to move positions. But it doesn't look like I can, so I pop smoke and try to get my way over to Bravo to capture that, and also to get a better angle on all the enemies right in front of us. After having helped capture Bravo, we're gonna help clean up the remaining enemies and start preparing for the enemy's second wave that's about to come. Now, if you want to learn how to kill IS-2s, listen to this. Always shoot them in the lower front place with a PHE, as this is always a guaranteed one-shot, and if for some unknown reason you do not one-shot them, they will often be really crippled and you can always finish them up with a second shot. Now we are also engaging a AMX-50. We are gonna ping him on the map, so if anybody is unaware of his position, now they do know. We're also gonna have these two American heavy tanks fight him and hopefully deal with him. The T-34 pulls forward, misses his shot or is unable to kill him. So we're just gonna wait for the AMX-50 to pull out, and once he does we get a easy shot to the side of his tank. We are also gonna annihilate this PT-76, which looks to be humping a rock, but we do manage to kill him. And he is not a threat to us, but we did kill him as well. So now we're just gonna position ourselves to look out over both their spawn points in an attempt to kill most of the enemies that are trying to leave. I do also want to put myself in a bit of cover from both sides so I can retreat if necessary. And it looks like it is, as we pop smoke and hide behind this building to hide ourselves from this ASU 85, excuse me. We are also gonna retreat, but once the smoke clears, the should not have any spawn protection left. We do also quickly kill off this CSU 57 trying to protect his spawn. Now, as the friendly dies right in front of us, I do know that the ASU 85 is still on the same exact position. I do shoot him right through the side of his tank, and that kills him quite easily as he doesn't have any armor. We do also need to be careful of a British tank to our right. We mark him on the map to make our teammates aware of his position so he doesn't get a good shot at them. We are also gonna use this building right in front of us to try to hide ourselves from him. Now we do see a Soviet SPG. We're gonna wait for the last second to shoot him so we don't shoot him while he has a spawn protection, and that also secures enough spawn points for us to spawn a nuke. So we're gonna pop smoke and go into our nuke. With 10 kills and 1 zone capture, we take first place by dropping a nuke. We managed to earn a total of 8,007 research points and 96,001 silver lions. Okay, next game is on Maginot Line. It's a single cap. I am going to try to make my way to the right side of the cap and try to reach the sniping hill for the enemy team as quickly as I can. And along the way I will try to snipe any enemies I can find. So starting off with our first engagement, I wasn't really so sure what I saw, but I was taking some potshots at it and adjusting my aim according to where the rounds landed, and after our second shot I think I got the aim down correctly. And we did manage to finish him off, and it turned out to be a American T-92 light tank. After that kill I was deciding to maybe move to the hill on the capture point or just move straight forward. And I did take the chance to move straight forward as I didn't really see any enemies on the hill, and the ones I saw were either killed by me or suppressed by my friendlies, so I decided to move down into the ditch right in front of me, close to the town. And from that position I would be able to decide further on what to do. Now I have arrived in the town and capture point Alpha, and I can start engaging all the enemies surrounding the town and shooting from the hill right in front of us. The first enemy that goes down is a M109, and I'm also gonna help start clearing the town and the capture point. The first shot bounces off this Pz.Kpfw, but he actually managed to bounce as well, so we kill him with a shot through the side of the tank. We are now clear to capture objective Alpha. When I was capturing the point, this M56 Scorpion comes flying out of nowhere. First shot does basically nothing. Second shot kills my third rotation device, but I can just machine gun him since he isn't armored at all, and that leaves us a bit damaged, but we can now capture in peace. After having captured and replenished my crew, we pull forward up to the houses to try to get shots on any enemies still on the hill, shooting at our teammates or leaving their spawn. The first one we find is a M41 Walker Bulldog, but he doesn't seem to have a headset, so we can just creep up right behind him with him not even noticing. Second man we find is a IS-3, really dangerous, but we managed to get a shot under his side skirts, and that leaves him dead as well. Now we see two enemies from the left. The first shot we kill a T-44-100, but I know there's still one more over there. So I'm gonna use the houses as a sort of cover to try to hide myself from the last enemy over there, since I'm pretty sure he noticed where I was shooting from, but the focus area is right here on the right spawn point, since that is where most of the threats now are, but I do keep in mind that I need to hide myself from the enemy on the left. Now, the first enemy we see after these engagements is a M26 Pershing. He goes down pretty easily to a shot in the side of his turret. I also see a Su-100 tank destroyer. I load high explosive to ensure I get a one shot, since I don't want to focus on him any more than necessary. I do also need to be aware of the enemy tank destroyer to our left. I'm not really sure what it is, but I check and I see that it's a T-95. I can basically do nothing against him, so I'm just gonna mark him on the map for my team, and then I'm gonna try to hide myself from him. I do also hear a American heavy tank right in front of me, so I need to prepare for him to come up the hill. I don't know what it is, but I can assume it's probably a upper armored Pershing or a T-34. Now, the American T-34 has shown himself. I tried to shoot him on the side of his turret to detonate his ammunition, but unfortunately volumetric screws me up. I do have one more shot and I try to aim for his barrel, but I don't kill his barrel and he can still shoot if he is lucky. Second shot I try to go for the safe spot, but the volumetric actually screws me once again. But then I know that he won't risk it, so I kill his barrel completely. Now I am safe to advance. Since I also tracked the T-95 earlier, he won't be able to traverse his tank in order to kill me. And the last shot I assumed was going to kill him, but the driver eats a 88 and basically saves no crew. But the follow-up shot does kill him. That also gives me enough spawn points to drop a second nuke. Looking at what we've earned, we managed to do a total of 10 kills and 1 zone capture. We managed to earn a total of 9,374 research points and 103,648 silver lions, with us taking first place in the team again. And the final game for this video is on the map Advance to the Rhine. I am trying to position myself in the middle of the map to overlook both the green parts of the map and the ruins to the right side of the map as well. Now, in the middle of the map, I am starting to engage multiple enemies. The first one is a IS-3. In the side of his tank, we kill him as he advances on our team. We are also being engaged by a AMX M4. It's a French autoloading medium tank. He shot once and actually retreated and looked away. I'm not really sure why he would have been able to shoot us when we pulled forward. But nonetheless, we're gonna take that and we pick up our second kill. We are also starting to engage a Hori, a Japanese tank destroyer, in the side of his casemate tank. We send one shot which basically annihilates his whole turret crew. The second shot does basically nothing and he is now looking straight at us. So we're just gonna retreat, and once we feel we have safe space, we're gonna try to penetrate them, but unfortunately we don't manage to find the weak spot on his tank and we're gonna waste a few rounds on that. After having shot this Hori multiple times without any luck, he actually turns his side to us and we can penetrate his side and we get our third kill. I now feel safe in the area I'm in and I'm gonna advance forward to try to clear this park in the middle of the map. I do need to be careful of our right, since that is a road where reinforcements can arrive from, but nonetheless I am willing to take this risk to get into a bit of a safer and stronger position. The guy gets cleared from the park and I am now free to advance. I have multiple enemies surrounding the capture point, so we're gonna go to flank them in order to help our team continue the advance. Pulling around this corner of the house, we find our next prey, with that being a AMX-13. The French light tank is a autoloader, but he wasn't paying attention to us and we can quite comfortably kill him. We are now free to advance even deeper into the enemy's lines. We take out another tank, with that being a Soviet self-propelled gun. We first shoot him, so we immobilize him, and the second shot goes through his turret, killing him as well. In this position I do need to be careful, as there can be enemies very close, since we are pretty close to their spawn as well. But using my headphones, we should have no problem dealing with any enemies that might come. Now looking at the minimap, we see that the spawn is filled with a enemy which has no spawn protection, so we just back up and one shot through the side of his tank kills him as well. Our team is already capturing the point, so we're just gonna stay in this position and shoot any enemies trying to prevent that from happening. And as the next prey spawns in, I thought he no longer has spawn protection as he had already moved. We shoot him at his weak point, but unfortunately he did have spawn protection and nukes my turret crew, so we're just gonna pop smoke and repair our tank. We are also getting attacked by enemy planes, but luckily for us the bomb wasn't that heavy, so we managed to survive. We are now in a pretty bad position, as we are visible on the minimap and damaged as well. We are sitting right in front of their spawn. I am trying to locate this British medium tank through the smoke, but I have no luck, so I'm just gonna have to wait in this position and hope he's not paying attention to the minimap. And when the smoke clears, he just pulls forward and we can shoot him straight through his turret. And with that, this threat is also dealt with. With us just now spawn capping the enemy spawn, it's now just a free-for-all to get as many kills as possible. That also includes me, as I now drive forward in an attempt to gain even more kills. We also spot a Praga SPAA, and with one shot, quite luckily we managed to kill most of his crew, leaving him completely dead. Now trying to help my squad mate over here, who is being attacked by a Japanese recoilless rifle thingy. We kill him as well, but unfortunately for us he does manage to get our squad mate. Now turning back to the minimap, we see that any enemy has actually managed to circumnavigate the trap we had laid, so we are going to reverse back and try to help kill off any enemies still attacking Alpha. With the game basically over, a enemy T-44 manages to kill us, being greedy. I was pretty close to a nuke and I wanted that last bit of spawn points to manage to drop it. He tracks us, we try to wiggle our turret, but unfortunately he ends our hopes and kills us. We are barely missing the spawn points for a nuke. I spawn a SPA in order to hopefully get a few more spawn points, but this match is over. With us managing to get 10 kills, we take first place in our team once again. We managed to earn a total of 8,270 research points, while earning a pretty small amount of silver lions compared to the other games, with that being 68,632 silver lions. With that, this video is closing out. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. As always, there will be more content to come about War Thunder. Until next time, take care.